Hello, Galaxy. You have caught me in a very awkward moment, but a very, I would say, good day in the grand scheme of things. I hope everybody is doing well. I have not been able to do vibe coding in my traditional sense for the past week or two. Life has been a little busy around here. I've had other things that I needed to prioritize, including family. I don't think anybody would begrudge me that, as well as supporting my girlfriend, and that's been as much a part of my journey lately in life. 3D Medic Vince, it is great to see you. Thanks again for your support, everybody's support, quite honestly. So I'm staring at a blank page for once, in the past little while. So if I launch over into the arcade, right, I've almost got 100 different apps that have been vibe coded. Some of them I feel better than others at this point, although I'm still wondering if I did the wrong orientation for the Webo prompter. I think I may need to invert the text. I haven't tested it. I don't know if anybody's used it yet, but it should work theoretically. And then that was in the last array of uploads, including a Pipes. Not exactly a screensaver, but a Pipes app of sorts that does an auto camera rotation, or you can go in and rotate it dynamically on your own, tweaking various things. Very reminiscent of the Windows NT Pipes screensaver. At least that's the first time I ever saw a Pipes screensaver, was back in the Windows NT days. This was something that hit my radar. I was like, I kind of wonder if I could do Pipes. That'd be kind of neat. And so I pushed this one out. This was a fun one. Something a little different from the shaders that I'd been used to. And I've got a few shaders on deck that I may pound through. But two updates for everybody. If you're not watching the vlog, I'm still doing it, even though I'm sure it's not being seen by everybody who might want to see it. The most recent one that was uploaded was the one for my 52nd birthday. I'm trying to see last week. I just every day that I went to, like a Tuesday or Thursday, I ran into. I was invited to a Nobody 2 screening a week ago. That was Tuesday. That was a ton of fun. It was a good movie, a good sequel to Nobody, if you ever saw Nobody. And then last Thursday was Gretchen's birthday. So of course, choice of having fun, geeking out, vibe coding with everybody, or celebrating my girlfriend's birthday. I went with my girlfriend on that one. Not gonna be sorry about that. The week before, there was the National Night Out that Jedi wanted to go to, and then on Thursday I had a call with someone who recently hit my radar to potentially talk about different things in relation to LockerGnome.net, which I've been still wanting to get off the ground. It's there-ish. Like if I go over, do I need to log in again? I need to log in again, but. You can't join right now because it's no longer or it's not available. It's not accessible unless you have a test account. There are certain things that just aren't working yet the way they should be. And I got a bill for the database. We've been using Supabase for it, and it was more than I thought it was going to be. I'm like, wait, we haven't even launched, and we're running into cost problems. Been a little busy to talk through that with the person who's been helping with facilitate what might need to be done, but I can't say that a week later I'm any closer to launching LockerGnome.net, which is a little disappointing to me, but I totally bear that burden. It's something that I will do at some point in the future. It'll be ready to go and ready for people to play with and use, but right now there are just too many things that the usability is not there, and in testing it as user tests, it's just not there. Matheson pitched in and did a pull request to potentially address a few bugs, and I was very grateful. Matheson, you may know, is Icafar on Twitch. That's his handle, but it's still got a few showstoppers before we can roll out with any kind of MVP at this point. It's largely kind of a weekend project. LockerGnome.net. I'd like it to be something amazing, and it certainly is set to be something rather amazing for people that use AI and prompting and what have you. Today, as a matter of fact, I get hired. I'm a freelancer. I'm currently actively working for the New Stack, and they bring me in for sponsored webinars. So I did one today with Harness and learned about their solution for coding with AI and managing tests with AI. And I'm watching it. I'm going, oh my God, this is exactly what I need to be using. This is perfect. Because we ran into issues in developing tests for this platform, not realizing this was a thing that the developers needed to do. But a product using something like Harness, they're not paying me to say that, would have gone a long way in terms of addressing, or could very well go a long way in terms of addressing things that are going on. I also had an air conditioner give out, so I don't know if and when I can replace my air conditioner, the one that's upstairs, the one that I use most frequently. So I've been trying to mitigate that around here, just giving you some live updates, quite honestly, before I get into the whole vibe coding thing, which is the intention tonight. Even though I'm looking at a blank page, because I swear I have not had an opportunity to touch vibe coding for at least the past week, if not a little longer. Well, anyway, Mo, I'm very glad you are here as well. Glad you remembered to tune in and turn on notifications. Had our monthly MakerDeck meetup here in the greater Seattle area yesterday, and just minutes before going live, got a confirmation that we're going to be producing a large scale maker event. If Vince is still there, I should have mentioned it when I knew he was still here. We're doing a large scale maker event. I'm going to put the deposit down. It's not cheap, for February 21st, 2026. So 022126 is when we're doing a large scale maker event, like a community event, much in the flavor of ARMurf, Murph, or 3D Printopia, but here in the Pacific Northwest in Seattle, hopefully gathering people from the Seattle area, Vancouver, British Columbia, all the way to Portland, Oregon, and potentially beyond, even California. So it's happening. I'm going to do it, pulling the trigger. It's going to be a single day event. Very happy about that. And in terms of single day events, you're thinking, Chris, you haven't talked about vibe coding. You're a few minutes in, you haven't talked. Yeah, I've told you what I've been doing, told you why I've missed a few weeks. But this is the thing. I just, today, scored a venue for a vibe coding event here in Seattle. So I will be doing, I'm hoping, an ongoing series, monthly series, live series in real life. I'm not going to mention names right now, but either way, it's a legitimate venue, a legitimate brand, and we're going to be doing a live vibe coding event. Anybody's invited. The public's invited, whether you're technical or non-technical. Live in the Seattle area. Stay tuned. I'll be pushing more information out on my socials, getting that word out. It's currently going under the brand Control Alt Create. So controlaltcreate.live. That's the website for it. Even though there's nothing really there right now, but it's going to be kind of a vibe coding jam. This is what it's all about. Very, very simple. If you're into vibe coding in any way, whether you're technical or not, it's happening. Now, these registration links don't work yet because I haven't set up the registration for it. But it is my goal to get something up and running sooner rather than later, because I've got a venue and a date that's coming up in October. So we're going to be doing a live vibe coding event where everybody's invited. I hope to be able to find at least 50 people. That would be absolutely wonderful here in the Seattle area. And when you find out where we're doing it, you'd be like, whoa, that's legit. That's big time. And again, the hope is we'll do it once, but the hope is to be able to do it on a monthly basis. That would be my overarching goal with a vibe coding event series. So you're asking if I'm still doing 24/7 streams. I am on Twitch. The Chris Perlo stream goes. And then MakerDeck is also, that's the MakerDeck, or the Maker, I guess, brand that I spun up a few years ago. That's what the big event is going to go under too. It's going to be, I think we're going to call it the MakerDeck IRL Mega Mashup or something. I don't know what it's going to be called, but it's going to be under the brand MakerDeck. MakerDeck is running 24/7 on Twitch if you're interested in largely 3D printing and making. I am drinking some unboxing juice. Came out of a box. It has been unboxed. It is now in my cup. Yeah, so you could say that, Mo. I would say things are looking up in terms of the projects that I've been creating, right, or wanting to create. Whether we're talking the MakerDeck Live, which if you go over to, let's see here, MakerDeck Rocks, it doesn't redirect there, but I can get a link to it. MakerDeck.rocks. takes you to the thing that I vibe coded, the space-time luminarium that loads the model that you can spin around. If you go over to twitch.tv/MakerDeck, you'll find 24/7 printing. It's easy to join. I'll be getting more information about the event here on the page, as well as information on where you can join the Facebook group for the local meetups. So that'll be a big deal. I don't know what it's going to be called yet, Mo. I don't know where it's. I don't know where that's going to land. I just know it's going to be called. Ultimately, it's going to be called MakerDeck. MakerDeck something, and the foundation of it, of course, is what we've done on Twitch, and then of course the vibe coding event. Since I don't want to put my name on it, like I don't want to be like a Perillo vibe code. No one knows who I am. No one cares who I am. But if I go with something that sounds creative, more than technical, but technical and creative, control-alt-create.live. It works, and that's what I'm gonna go with. That's what I'm sticking to, at least for the time being. So that's what I'm going with. I don't know where I'm. I think a large part of it the engagement that I'm going to drive with it is probably going to be on LinkedIn, since a lot of people who are into vibe coding are on LinkedIn professionally. But I feel that it's. I don't know. I just want to see if the event works. Then I'll figure out how to organize people after that. It may end up being, sadly, I say sadly because I'm still rather pissed off at Facebook. It may end up being a Facebook group as well. I haven't quite figured out that far in advance. Or then again, we may just end up using Discord as we have been using as kind of a pseudo Locker Gnome event. Produced by Locker Gnome, much like MakerDeck is produced by Locker Gnome. Okay, so there's some recent stuff that I've created. You can play with it all on the arcade. There's no edits that I need to make from any of the apps in the arcade. If anybody noticed any bugs in using any of the recent apps that were uploaded, please let me know. The next thing is that I need to use AI for is not even a vibe code. It's I need to make a bio for me. Someone is asking. And so I need to custom tailor a bio. I need to write it out so that it's relevant to the audience that they're going to be promoting to. Okay, so here we go. No worries, Java Grunts. What's the URL? Well, this is over on my. I've been sharing so many URLs. I've shared the arcade where all my vibe coding HTML projects are, including Cybertraffic and Pipedream. Recently, LockerGnome.net. We were also showcasing. That is still not quite vibe coded to the point where it can launch, but I'd love to find some help with that. And then Control-Alt-Create Live, which is going to be an ongoing, I hope, knock on wood, ongoing event series, live event series, like in real life, where people get together and meet up and network and vibe code. So those are the things the links that I'd been covering tonight. Now I've also got so I'm busy. I've been doing things and having fun, and really just trying to dovetail all my interests and passions into things that people can latch onto. So we've got a blank page for what I'm going to create tonight, and I don't know what I'm going to create. Everything that I've wanted to do, I've kind of done, and then I didn't run out of steam, but I got to the point where I'm like, okay, I got busy, and I'm like, what else can I create? Now I found this shader, which is almost like if I can create, there's the code. If I can create, look at all my Google searches here. Searching for Weird Al, because of course I saw Weird Al this weekend. If I can find the last time I did the Kaleidoscope app, that was uploaded in my last array. There we go. I need a way to copy and paste. There we go. This thing. That's the text I needed. And apparently I need to paste in that shader code again. This kind of sets the stage to put a framework around the actual shader that you'll see. It's almost like the shader is almost like an organic zoom in. It's like an organic. Well, you'll see it when I get it working. But it's like an organic microscopic leaf. So I may end up calling it like microscopic photosynthesis. What's a good microscopic photosynthesis mashup? photo zoom synthesis, plant zoomishness, I keep saying zoom, microplantishness. Oh, of course. I'm guessing it's the TAN-H feature that WebGL doesn't support. That's just a guess based on previous errors that I've received in trying to create these generative shaders. We'll get there. Yep, there we go. Iteration loop has been adjusted, and when you see it, if it's the shader that I think it's going to be, I think you'll be happy with it. Of course, I'd like to create something that isn't necessarily a shader, and I'm kind of looking for inspiration. And I've been so out of social media for the past little while that I've been out of inspiration, because sometimes I'll get a fragment of something, oh, that'd be kind of neat, and then I'm not able to do it because I haven't been doing it. I haven't been sitting there. Let me see here. Did that work? Okay, there we go. Over here. Here's the updated code. Really? I don't see anything. Screen's black. Code's there. Screen's black. Screen is black, but I see the hamburger menu. Now I want a hamburger. There we go. Okay, so we do have options for the shader controls. That's great. The X2 close the shader controls menu should float to the right. There we go. So we close it because it's over the shader control. So that's just, so we're getting a 2 for there. Is there anything else I could be? Oh, you know what? How helpful is this conversation with Gemini? I don't know. You're asking me too late. Let me ping Pixel and tell him I am absolutely live tonight. Because he was pinging me every time. I am absolutely live. Believe it or not. Okay. Has he created something? He's been using ChatGPT. I've still not been impressed with ChatGPT in terms of what it's done, the updates that they pushed out with GPT-5. But maybe my needs are different. Let me surf a few other vibe coding HTML. People have done virtual desktops, which is cool, but like I like the simple stuff. Oh man, one of my tweets came up for vibe coding. That's kind of funny. Huh. Vibe code simple things. What do we got? Nothing. Still black. Oops. Now, interestingly enough, it automatically chose Canvas for me this time. I'll say that about Gemini. Gemini has been frustrating. When I started, I'd forget to toggle Gemini. You love Terminal Vision? Terminal Vision was fun. On my arcade. I did that one already. What's this one? I'm looking at some of my code that I might want to run. It's kind of boring. That's neat, but not what I'm looking for. Did that one, but I don't know if it's good enough. Some of these I've done that I'm looking at the code for, but I don't know if they're good enough to. Interesting. That's an ocean. I guess I can open up a. Nope, still black. Still black. So it's telling me variable. Yeah, still choking. Shortcode. So let me go ahead and open up this. Paste in the next shader code. Scroll up. Copy that out. Oops. Do this. See what happens there. Let's see if this works. I'll do twofer. And if I can think of something else that I haven't done yet that I might want to do, a fun game would be fun. Of course, a fun game would be fun. You moron, Chris. Derp. Oh, look, I got all the notifications from Discord to YouTube to Twitch to LinkedIn to Facebook. I'm live streaming everywhere. Because why not? Oh, no, that's the... What would be a good game? A simple 8-bit... Well, let's ask. I'm looking to create a simple yet fun 8-bit 8-bit video game in a single page HTML app and looking for 5 ideas. Unique ideas, not just ones that, not just games that have already been created and done. The idea is to create something compelling, like a classic Atari 2600 game. There we go. All right. We'll brainstorm it when all else fails. Oh. Got an error. Still black. I'm on 2.5 Pro. I've not been using my 2.5 Pro tokens for the past little while. I wish they stacked. Thank you, Java Grunt. There's the Discord for me, my Discord for Locker Gnome, where it's kind of like a mishmash of a whole bunch of just the stuff that I'm interested in. Shader codes you're referring to, are they prompts you found randomly? They're shader codes, shaders that I found random, shader mathematics that I found randomly. I wouldn't say that it would be from prompts. I'm writing the prompts around them for these shaders. Ooh, okay, we're closer. We got check console for error. Fix error. Fix error. We're doing 2 different shaders right now, and we're brainstorming an 8-bit game. You are a lone astronaut in a small ship fishing for stars with a cosmic grappling hook? Okay. Goblin Postmaster, trying to deliver mail inside a busy dungeon. You have to toss the letter up to the correct mailbox or dodging parole. That's interesting. Pixel Weaver, Cyber Spider weaving a web to catch corrupted data pixels. Chrono Gardener. Time-traveling gardener must plant seeds in the past to solve puzzles in the present. I'm reading these ideas. Blacksmith forging a mythical weapon in a simple rhythm game. Nah, that's too... Let's see what... Okay, let's see about this. Starlight Angler. Let's try that one. I'll keep that open just in case. Single web page app. I didn't even have like why it's like Atari. So theoretically, it'll be 8-bit like Atari, but I didn't ask it specifically. Nope, we're still caught in that. Nope, that's still caught too. Welcome to multitasking at its finest. This is what happens when I have a free night to myself, is that I can sit down and actually play. See what comes of it. Hopefully something. This one is yet to render. This shader. This one too, although I started it later. The video games are fun for me. The 8-bit video games. Okay, it's not exactly like Atari, but what the? Oh wait, that's a. But what? Okay, where? I don't understand. I don't understand the. How do you die? Like, how? What's the? I get the objectives. I'm getting stars, but. Yeah, but. Okay, what could I do with this? Oh, okay. Okay, so it stopped. I see. Maybe I have to like run against the timer. Dang it. Oh, the fuel's counting down. Thank you. If I turn this into 8-bit, like just choppy pixel graphics, there we go. I got it. Okay, now I caught them all. And why is my score 0? Okay, this should be all 8-bit graphics, etc. Score doesn't increment. Levels don't advance after clearing objects. Fuel text seems messed up. Star field pattern seems too predictable. All right, so we got a good start. Let's see what happens. You ran out of fuel. Oh god, that's a horrible layout. I can tweak it though. Thank you, Java. I think you're right. I know you're right. Still having problems. Nope. We'll get there. Sometimes I have to go through like 10 different iterations. All right, let's see. What was another idea I had? You're a goblin trying to deliver mail inside a busy dungeon. I hate spiders, so I don't know about that one. Okay, let's say 5 more. Let's ask. Have it brainstorm. Have it kind of like guess what it might be. What we could do. Boy, it's still having issues. Cheese and crackers. On both of these shaders is having issues. I sliced my finger earlier trying to clean something up. Hey Pixel, I just pinged you on the back end. This week, believe it or not, I've had time. Last couple weeks have been crazy busy, as I was mentioning at the top of the streams. Oh, we still got a bug. Don't know about that one yet. Okay, start fishing. There we go. Okay, this is closer to 8-bit. But why is that messed up there? I don't like, it's too, I don't know if I like the graphics yet. Okay, I cleared all the stars. But it didn't advance levels. The text rendering seems to be getting messed up. Over level and fuel. The ship graphics seem broken. Yeah, it doesn't let me advance. Okay, so if I hit refresh Starlight Angler. What other things? Increasing complexity. Each level, I should say, each Each level should increase in complexity. Ah. Come on. This is good. This is good. I'm like, if I'm being challenged, because I could run out of fuel. There we go. Oh, it did advance. That one advanced. Why did the other one not advance? Ah. This is playable. This is playable. I feel it's playable. Like if I'm sitting here getting lost in it, I feel that's good. There, okay, so now it advanced. What else do I need to fix? Make the blocking objects more like malformed asteroids, not blocks. Let's try that. Oh, we're still erroring out over here. God, maybe it's just a bad night for shaders. Which wouldn't surprise me. Oh, thank you so much. A new world's happening. When will we be able to generate bitmap graphics? Well, we could do it now. I suppose. Well, hang on. Give me a second. If I open up another Gemini prompt, like create a single page web app that generates bitmap graphics based bitmap graphics at random. Bitmap and allows users to save them. Okay, here we go. Is this what you mean? This is probably going to watch it evolve into an app, even though that wasn't my intention. Come back to that. Let's see here. Consistent level of that. Ship. Oh god, ship is still messed up. The ship graphic is still messed up and hovering over the dividing line. There we go. Is this what you mean? Have the patterns be random, create random shapes, not just be random noise. Oh, you mean for the game? Sorry. My bad. Well, it's kind of bitmap graphics. I mean, look at those asteroids. Look at the ship. In many ways, the sprites themselves are bitmappy. It's very pixel. It's almost like reminiscent of the Intellivision, to be honest. I'm getting a feeling that this would be a great Intellivision game. Okay, this is good. This is a good game. If I'm playing it like for more than 5 seconds, it's a good game. But the ship is still the ship sprite. The ship still seems to be uneven in balanced. The fishing line is almost too thin and should be more pixely. I don't know how else to explain that. What do we got? Oh, still got that black screen of death. Come on. These shaders aren't liking me. Okay, what do we have for these other game ideas here? Explorer mapping a dark, treacherous cave system. Yeah, let's try this. Subterranean cartographer. 8-bit game that's a single HTML web app. Cosmic Arc, there you go. And look, it did generate, give me credit, it did generate a bitmap. I don't know what I'll do with that, but that's how easy it is to make. Okay, there we go. That's much better. Yeah, I like that. That's exactly what I needed. Now, the ship is still... The ship is still like... what do we call it? Congruent. Incongruent. Which isn't bad, but like, let me see if I can get the ship to be even. We've got a game. I think it's a workable, playable game. Press any key to start. Oh. Why am I not? I can't. I see I'm running into walls. Okay. Okay, got those crystals. Collect the crystals. This is a very Atari-ish game. Okay, but hang on. I'm going through. You map the cave. R to play again. Okay. I was over an area of the cave, but it wasn't illuminating around me. I want to kill that since that was a fake out. I was misunderstanding. Gonna keep trying to fix those errors. And, oh, there we go. Okay, the ship works. Okay, that's congruent. That's good enough. We've got a game, people. We've got a game. This is it. I've got to figure out how to edit the top screen. Let's see what happens with the game over screen, though. I almost have to die. Kind of have to let it run out. Because the game over screen was kind of crappy. I want to clean that up for sure. You know what I'm saying? Crystal Quest. You know, I never played Crystal Quest. Pixel, I didn't even know there's something happening, man. I kind of ducked out of the Pixel after their software kind of turned to not great. Maybe it'll improve one day. Take damage. I thought about taking damage from the asteroids, but I think that just letting the user run out of fuel gives them, because like you have to be like real precise. Like in the beginning, it's not as difficult, but like as time goes on, it gets more. I shouldn't have done that. Or look, now the fuel starts at 39, right? So it's that much more of a challenge. And I don't know if people are necessarily going to play this more than like 1 or 2 levels. It's more like fun. It's very simple. 21 fuel. It's got to be playable, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't make it so that it's not, come on, get out of my way, asteroid. This guy down here. There we go. 5. See what I'm saying? Like, it's hard. Okay, game over that game over dialogue is horrible. The game over dialogue is horrific. You aren't mind breaking. Moreover, you don't need to see directions in game over. Hang on. Is each level winnable? Controls left, right, arrows to move, space to cast reel. Is this mobile friendly? Asking the real questions here. There we go. What happened? Okay, that's my live, so I don't want to touch the red. This needs to be on a grid. It needs to be playable on a grid. What happens when I do that? Okay, I died. Just making sure. Okay. Still not clearing properly. This should be on a grid equal distances clearing what's around me or everything evenly, much like directly surrounding area. Let's see if that gets me closer. Oh, thank you so much, Blair. That's appreciated you becoming a member. Hope all is well on your end. It is automatically text. Okay, I don't display on-screen buttons. Oh my god. That's okay. I'm never going to play it normal. Every level is designed to be winnable. Acob, it is good to see you as well. A couple of brickheads. Are you a Lego guy? I can't say things are amazing, but I feel like they're better than they would be otherwise. It's the first night in the past 2 weeks that I've had a Thursday and or Friday open to Vibe Code. I think these are my kind of, like, I know everyone's like creating like fancy ass games, but like I'm a big, huge proponent of like simple, easy to understand, easy to play games like this. This one's a good one. Ah. No! Pixel, is that you? Hang on. Oh, crap. Got you. There we go. Leveling up. I gotta get to the game over game. Game over? Gotta let that play out. Ooh, what happened there? Fix that error. Shaders are still having problems. I'm gonna continue to fix them. Either way, I'm very glad to hear from you. All right, Pixel, bringing you in. Good to see you. Sorry it's taken me 2 weeks to get back.
No, it's all good.
Into the groove. I like to the point where I had a blank screen. I'm like, I haven't. Pardon me, Father, for it has been 2 weeks since my last vibe coding. Yeah, this is as much as I've done. Just sitting here. Like, this is as much as I've done over the past couple of weeks. All right, here we go. Okay, yeah, this is what I want. Oh, crap. like a light, right? But I gotta. Man. Ooh, gotta dodge it. There we go. Ah! Oh crap! It zapped me. Should we have that? I wonder. Should we have that in this game? Should we have it such that the trolls or whatever those things are can darken the cave again? Dang it! Well, I guess it kind of makes sense. Makes it that much more of a challenge. Dang it! Ooh. But are they on preset patterns? Are those troll things on preset paths? You see what I'm saying? Or whatever those things are, those goblins. Oh, crap. This is a good one. I like how this one kind of came out. This is. I know it's like my kind of game if like I want to play it. I'm not just like messing around. I know a lot of people who do vibe coding are just like, oh, look what I did. I did a task manager. I'm like, yeah, but you're never going to use it, right? Oh crap! This is good. This is real good. All right, there you are. Both your screens are up. This is a good one. What is it called? Subterranean Cartographer. This was a vibe coded or vibe generated app. As in, I was asking it for like fun Atari kind of games, and it came up with this idea. Map the cave. Okay. Instead of saying you mapped the cave, just move on to a new generative level. Are the trolls on a predefined path, or do they truly move at random? Let's see here. I'm pretty much 100% Gemini, though, if I didn't answer that question. Where do we find these games? Oh, they will be uploaded to the arcade when I've created them the way that I want them to be done. They will be available there. I love this. Lay asks, why don't you try to monetize your projects? Can you discuss monetization ideas for your most solid projects and then vibe code Stripe checkouts on them? I wish it was that simple, but like, even Mystery Goat on Twitch chat was saying, hey, why don't you put ads in your things? I'm like, well, people block ads, one. And two, I kind of feel like this in and of itself is kind of a calling card for everything that I've been doing. So it's kind of like, well, go here and see what it is that I've vibe coded. I don't know if any of these are readily monetizable. These are very, very simple games and apps, and maybe some of the more simple ones could be, but I just feel like I'm driving towards something larger. If I monetized anything, it would potentially be like, lockergnome.net, in getting that going as kind of a social network around the idea of prompting and portfolios in AI. It's not there yet. Love it to be there. And or monetizing just the passion around vibe coding under the event series Control Create Live, so I can continue to create these fun, simple apps without messing with ads for monetization, and instead find sponsors, or instead grow out a full-on community around the same idea. You know what I'm saying? So they're like indirect. Monetization is kind of an indirect path with this compared to the way this kind of thing used to be. Okay, this is good. I'm happy with Starlight Angler. It turned out well. Hang on. Game play. There's not equal padding above the play again button on the game over screen. Let's refresh. Starlight Angler, hook stars, dodge asteroids, and beat the clock. Controls, left, right, space, real. This is a good one. This is a good game. How does it play larger? Hang on just a second. Let me take it out. Ooh, it's still. Now I kind of wonder if it should be fully immersive. Let's make. Oops. Ah. Let's make the game area a full viewport. The shader is still pooched. I've yet to see a full-on ink. SR. Ugh. That tapped me. Ah! Oh crap, I can't get up there. How do I get up there? That one. Crap. How am I gonna? Oh no. That's gonna be impossible. Oh.
So that's kind of weird. So apparently I have to flip my screen in StreamYard in order for it to display right on the actual stream.
Could you not hear? Could you not hear me?
No, I could hear you.
Okay.
I'm just saying I had to flip my screen over for it to appear correct on the actual stream on Twitch.
What the hell happened to the font here? What the hell happened to the font? It became a script, which is bizarre. The two shaders that I started with have yet to work. Yikes! You're right. Yeah, no doubt I'm right. The Minimac, I have not done much with GPT-5, but I know Pixel here has. I was not that impressed with GPT-5, honestly. For a lot of what I do, if I wanted to do something a little deeper, then I think I'd be happier with it.
So one of the reasons why it was not great when it first came out was because the switcher was not active. It was not working correctly. And the switcher is basically, what I mean is so this model is designed to take all of those models that it had before and route your questions and your prompts to a specific model. And it was not working correctly. And now they seem to have fixed it. So if you had coding questions before, it might not have given you the right answer or the best answer it could. Probably routed it to a worse model.
Which makes sense. See, with coding, ChatGPT is probably like one of the last on my list. For doing HTML apps, these simple, fun games, I know people love all the other ones, but I'm all about Gemini for these HTML apps. Crap.
I haven't been doing games on it, but what I have programmed on it is pretty decent so far.
What have you done?
Mainly I've been doing, I've been making apps for connecting to OBS and doing that kind of thing, but...
Connecting apps to OBS?
Right. So, for instance, I'll have a, my chat log. Instead of going in through a service like Stream Elements or any of those, I ended up making my own app that would then make my chat appear on the screen in exactly the way that I want it to.
That's nice. Is that like an it was like an HTML
It is an HTML,
overlay,
yep.
or?
I could even send it over to you if you want.
No, I'm just curious. I don't do much with OBS. I mean, I'm using OBS right now, but not
Sure, yeah.
In the same capacity. So you just developed a plugin, GPT-5?
Yeah, I use GPT-5 for it. I could have very well used, Gemini for it as well, but
Yeah. But I think for something a little more, complex, I would just as soon use a GPT over say this, right?
Right. Yeah.
Over a Gemini. Grok has never impressed me. I've tried
heard
Grok,
that
and
a lot of people were having good luck with it, but I haven't
I
actually
used
used
it.
it very much.
It doesn't for graphics maybe, I've just found, even for the 8-bit stuff, I just found Gemini to be all around the best in class for simple. This is a single HTML app, right? These games, right?
Sure. Yeah.
It's just very, very basic. And man, I like this. This is a good game. Good job, AI. AI created this. Like, AI came up with the idea. Very reminiscent of an Atari game. Okay, I like it. All right, this is great. Oh my god. So I go over to Instant. I vibe coded an Instant HTML where you can just paste in HTML and then download the HTML file. That's how I do it. So easy. So I've got that. Oh my god, I vibe coded. So okay, I'm done with you right now. That's done. Well, wait, hang on. Is there a layout thing that I could do better? Yeah, there is. The spacing around the menu text could be more equal. Top.
So that's basically what I made there on the screen.
Okay,
so if I go on to type in, yeah, go ahead.
All right, where are you? Okay, yeah, I'm looking.
Okay, so I'm gonna go and keep on pasting this message over and over. You'll kind of see what it's doing there. It's just coming out in chat messages.
So that's a local plugin. You're not using something like Stream Elements or anything like that.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
And
that's pretty damn cool.
I'll show you what the side menu looks like. I've got lots of different customization in this so that anybody could use it and design it any way they want it to be. Take this over here and I will see if I can get this working correctly. There you go. So you should be able to see some of the customization that I have here.
That's incredible.
And I even actually added in a way that you can add your own pictures in for the backgrounds for those bubbles.
That's pretty nice.
Change the shape of them, change the sizing, change the spacing, all of it, yeah.
One New World saying, hopefully you get Gemini 3 tomorrow. Yeah, that's the thing that would probably get me to buy a new Pixel, to be honest.
Right.
Because that's how I got Gemini Pro, is getting the Pixel. It was a bonus. I'm like, I wasn't going to use it, and then suddenly I was using it all the time. Quencode I've heard about. I haven't used it, Paterman. Or is it Potterman? Paterman? Yeah, I like this game. This game is a good. I don't know how else I could iterate this. I don't know how else I might be able to push this forward. Oof. Ah! Dang it.
So there's a new image generation model that I was just testing out today, and I took a picture.
Where?
Check that out. It's called Nano Banana.
Oh my God!
I basically just prompted into it, and I said, "Show this to me from the back."
The back of me.
I mean, it did a pretty good job. I mean, it had to hallucinate a few things, but
yeah, but still, that's pretty creepy,
right?
Yeah, I haven't touched Claude in a bit. I downgraded my ChatGPT before 5 was released, and I downgraded my Claude a couple of months ago. I kind of keep coming back to Gemini. This is not bad. I feel like this is as fully finished a game as anything. It's playable. It may not have like sounds or anything like that, but then I don't have to worry about like mute buttons and all that crap. It's not that complex. The only thing I don't like is the fact that the trolls are circles. But what could I change them to? Like crosses, maybe? No, because it's a pixel. Okay. This is like an Atari game. So I'm definitely not doing any command line coding, Potterman. Potterman? Not much, at least. When I was kind of doing a little bit with it within an IDE for LockerGnome.net, which if I log in, give me a second. Give me a second. So even though there's the back end, there's certain things that just aren't working yet, but the basis or the basics are there. The basis for what it is that I want to do with it it's there. It can be forked, and we can kind of clean things up a bit more, make it work, or work as well as could be expected. This is dummy. A lot of this is kind of dummy data, but I haven't touched it for the past week. LockerGnome.net. This shader still not working. This shader still not working. Starlight Angler. Yeah, that looks better. Proxmox. Yeah, I don't use Proxmox at this point. I don't really have it. Why do you? Okay, let me ask. Why do you use Proxmox? I'll close that because that's good. I've heard about it. Just never. Oh, no. Crap, it touched me. No, don't touch me. What else might I want to do here? Let's put the ink levels on the same line as the labels. You have several VMs. Oh, it's a VM manager. That would explain why I don't necessarily use it. I don't have a lot of VMs. I should, but I just don't. Not at this point. Would we make the crystals diamond shaped? Okay, cool. Thank you for the clarity. Like I said, I've never really had an opportunity to use it. Like I only learn about something when I need to use it, right? And then I learn about it. These shaders I'm getting ready to give up on, let me tell you. All right, so the Subterranean Cartographer, I think after a couple more iterations, I feel like I've got it done well. All your coding is done from client host sensation to VM. Yeah, I've thought about that too, Peterman, but I was told that you're going to, with the overhead of a VM, not to do it that way. You know what I'm saying? So I was kind of told not to do it that way. Just because it's not as fast. I don't know if you have a feeling about that one way or another. Overheads where system was on a shelf about a system ago. Yeah, about a year ago. I tell you what, better to use your product than not. Okay, this is good. except I don't like that. The font size is almost too large for the start, and it meshes up against the border of the area.
I also made that rotating socials display.
Wait, hang on. Let me see here. You made that.
Yeah, it's just something I can just move around the screen.
Is that HTML or?
It is. Yep.
So then you're calling it as an OBS overlay.
So what I'm doing is I'm actually setting the background to alpha 0, and it's just taking it out the background of it. So and then it just rotates through.
Yeah, but it's HTML.
Oh, it's all HTML. Yes.
Yeah. That's interesting to think about from a because as a streamer, right, using that kind of overlay could be, it is useful. The more OBS overlays you have, sometimes the more taxed your system gets, but to have something like that, that's pretty wild. That's a good idea.
I sent it over in case you wanted to look at it later on.
Yeah.
It was actually pretty simple to make. I made that in probably 2 minutes.
2 minutes?
Yeah.
Using what?
I actually used GPT-5.
Wow. For HTML, just HTML. That's straight up HTML generator, or is it?
That's all generated, yes.
Okay. It's generated, but I'm saying, is the app you created a generator wherein anybody could take and enter in, like I could use that for @ChrisPerillo.
You could technically do that. Just go through in the code. I could make a box for it to make it even simpler, but yeah, you could.
You know what I'm saying?
Totally just, yeah.
This is a fun one. Very, very easy, but also challenging, which I love. Like, it's easy to understand, but challenging to complete.
Right, yeah.
Ink. I don't know if I like the word ink, like lives 1, crystals 2. Like, how can I make this simpler? Ink doesn't make any sense. Area.
But yeah, I actually use a lot of widgets like that on my stream just to go and give it some more flair.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And
that's why a lot of streamers
I try not to tax it too much, like put too many on at a time. So what I'll do is I'll try to make it very clean looking in the way that so instead of putting a bunch of things on there at one time, I'll slide ones in and out. And I'll use another plugin called Exceldro's Move plugin that I'll literally set it up so I can slide them out of view and then into view as I need.
Here I'm making total messes, and you're doing something practical.
Well, I'm doing something practical in my use case, but I wouldn't necessarily say it's it's too advanced.
Yeah.
A lot of the things that I would touch into one of the people that I know that's a programmer, now I don't have to. I haven't had to bother him for months for anything.
Isn't that funny?
And there's simple things that I needed that he could go and do in no time at all, because
that's what I'm saying. But it's still, that's where it that's where I love it. It just comes in so handy. Like, I don't need to ask someone to kind of do it. I can do it, and if I need him to refine it, I can have him refine it. But a lot of what I might need, like simple scripts that I don't even show off, like just like one-off cases for me. Go. Okay, so I feel like I got one good game. See, I feel like I'm getting this one, the Subterranean Cartographer. I feel I'm getting it there. I feel people can understand it without instructions. You know what I'm saying?
Right, sure.
That's my goal. With any game, like can you understand it without reading? Spectral conductor of a ghost train. Juggling falling parts to assemble a new robot. Solar Sailor. Pilot a fragile, solar-powered ship. Reach a warp gate at the edge of the screen. Yeah, too complex. You are a mole defending your underground home from invading farmers by throwing root vegetables. Molotovs. You have a limited supply of veggies in your burrow. 5 more. What happened to the... There we go. Crap. Ah! Look, I built in, so on this one, I built in the Konami code. Because I'm like, oh, I only have 5 lives, but if I do an up, up, down, down, left, right,
nice.
It'll give me 30 extra lives. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
yeah.
Things that, you know, the average user is probably not going to figure out unless they go spelunking in the code. Ah. Dang it. And I can change the area. Do I dare do sounds on this? Make it area. Add 8-bit sounds and a mute switch in the lower, the upper right. Something to be said about 8-bit sounds. I'm a huge fan. These things still not freaking working. The shaders that I've thrown at it, it's never choked this long. As an ancient druid, your sacred task is to stack falling stones to build a stable, balanced monolith. You're a gust of, I don't know, man. You're a gust of wind trying to guide a plume of smoke. Injury seeks film. Some of these, it's hard to conceptualize until they're actually like playable.
Right, yeah. Yeah, no doubt.
Okay, this one sounds interesting. Let's copy that. Oh, actually, it says Ask Gemini. Make this game. I've never seen that.
Yeah, they just added a new thing. I haven't got to use it yet.
You see it? Like it said Ask Gemini. So you select it and then... Huh. Oops. That's a bug.
Yeah, I actually didn't have it pulled up. So what did it do exactly?
Yep. I'll get these shaders working, I swear to God. Matheson! I name checked you earlier when I was talking about Locker Gnome. I haven't touched it over the past week. I've been too busy, but I'm hoping that we can still kind of push our way forward with it. I'm worried because the database that we're using, Supabase, the fee was like almost twice as much as what I was expecting. But I haven't touched it. I've not touched it. A, I've been busy. B, I'm a little just I want to make sure shit works before I keep like bashing my head up against the wall. But I did fix all the tests for whatever it's worth. Okay, slime ball. Let's see how this works. So then I gotta... So wait, the P1 should be default player. P2 should be CPU. Okay. Thank you again for your support. It's very appreciated there on Twitch. All around, honestly. Your commit for the Locker Gnome code was immensely appreciated. I'm going to do it. I'm going to get it there. Oh, and I was mentioning Ikafar. You missed it. I've officially been putting down on the books. I found a venue for a vibe coding event for Control-Alt-Create.live. I found a venue. I found a partner for it. So I'm going to do, I hope, a monthly event series under that label. Oh, you're waiting for your changes to be reviewed. Oh, I didn't know that. I'm sorry. I thought they were reviewed. I'm sorry. Huh. Okay. Good to know. These bugs have just been these shaders are, I don't think they're going to happen. Wait, how come I can't? I want to control by way of cursor keys. There needs to be a way to intercept, stop the competing player.
Sound went out. I'm not sure why. I'm trying to fix it.
Wow. You marked them as for review. Yeah, you did. I know you did a while back. A few weeks. Huh. That's interesting. Good to know. I will follow up because I want to keep moving forward. 110% want to keep moving forward. No problem. Thank you. Well, this got screwed up here too. Oh, the tone, adding the audio screwed up the Subterranean Cartographer game. It's funny. As soon as I add audio, that's where things get messed up. But I want to add audio. I want there to be audio. There are probably best practices for Tone.js too. Okay, press any key to start. There we go. He intercepted me. Hang on. Hang on. This is impossible. I didn't mean to hit enter there, but slow down the CPU, speed up the player. Okay. Make the CPU less accurate. What? When a user touches another with the ball, touches the user with the ball. When one user touches the user with the ball, it transfers immediate, but does not transfer back unless
okay, I think I fixed it.
Other user changes direction and retouches the user with the ball.
You can still hear me, right?
I can, yes.
Okay. Cool. I have no idea why it messed up, but I got it fixed.
Still marked for review. I ended up using the API stuff you currently have in the place with PR. You know I've seen the pull request, but I also know that he was busy. Logan was busy. This is not getting fixed. So here's what I'm going to do. Oop, not Instagram. Close that, close that. This is where I go to Claude and say, this is not working. Because Gemini just seems to be caught in a loop, dude. I'm going to get more unboxing juice. And in other news, I'm going to be getting fiber to my neighborhood.
Oh,
I've
nice.
not tried, we were just talking about that, Ikafar. I've not tried GPT-5 because I haven't had a use case for it. Me, myself, everything I've done has just like been straight up HTML. And honestly, Gemini, no, that is not what I want. This is horrible. This is, what the fart? This is just not, this is bad. This is really not what I wanted at all. Like in any way, shape, or form. Like this is not the shader I was looking for. Definitely not the shader I was looking for. And this is where Claude said, yeah, look, I completely replaced your shader with a basic Mandelbrot. Oh my god. It said, you know what? Yeah, I replaced it. Okay, I'm out. That's where I stopped being impressed. And where I go back to, you just keep fixing the that you keep breaking. What the hell? Why are there keys on the screen?
Okay, switched it. So now that shouldn't be a problem.
The CPU should still be competitive, but not unwinable. Why are there cursor keys on my screen? I'm on the desktop, and they look like overlaid trash anyway. I'll worry about the graphics here in a bit, but oh, it's completely replaced Claude. Wow. I haven't paid for GPT. I stopped paying for it. I just couldn't justify the cost. You know, maybe I should. I'm not to say I would pay for it again, but let's try that. Let's try taking the shader code that I was trying to work with. I guess I can try. I don't know. Upgrade my plan. ChatGPT Plus. I don't even know what I've got. I don't even know what GPT it is. I don't have Pro.
Yeah, but it's going to be 5 regardless whether you have the free version or what.
So it's not working. It's telling me, here, fix it. It's creating the code. Let's see what happens. And
I would probably suggest saying something like "think hard about this" or whatever, so it routes to the right one.
Run code. Nope, and it's fucked up. Pardon my French. Menu. Instead of the hamburger, it just says menu. That did not work. Not impressed. This is usually what happens when I go into ChatGPT. But then I take the correction, the possible correction, and I feed it back in. The only thing I was never really able to do that I wanted to do is like a Figlet generator with the fonts, the Figlet fonts, and I could never get it to work. I couldn't get Gemini to work. Couldn't get Claude to do it. Couldn't get ChatGPT to do it.
That's like a wave in text, isn't it?
No, it's like
an up and down motion or something.
No. Figlet was ASCII fonts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it couldn't do what it is that I wanted it to do. So yeah, I'm still running into problems. Both of those. Graphics not great, but CPU still not. Dang it. Interesting. More competitive CPU. Press any key to start. Pressing. Oh, I see. It's caught on reset. This has got it. This is not a bad idea. But I wonder if this is... Come on. Got to find a good middle ground for that CPU. It's either too stupid or too smart. You have GitHub Copilot. And Max's also reading this one a while ago. Like I said, every time I try, Gemini has become the gold standard. We'll see if they say anything about it tomorrow. I guess I am kind of interested in learning what they talk about. I like the idea of Slimeball, but it just needs to... this is not happening either. I should never have introduced sound. That was my mistake. I should say, revert. Change everything back before... And I know I can like roll back, but... ChatGPT. I cannot believe I'm still having problems with these shaders. I've never gone this deep with problems. Oh, huh. CPU should be smarter. Always chasing the ball wherever it is. Player can't cross the middle line without having the ball. This should feel more organic, less okay. Tweaking some graphics. Hey there, Jay. Good to see you. Glad you're able to catch it live as well. Just vibe coding a few things, or trying to. You know what? Just on principle, I want to get one of these shaders working. Man, this thing is still botched. All right, can I roll back to before it did anything? There we go. Before it did anything, oops, with the slime, or not slime, the sound. So now I've got the Subterranean Cartographer. Whoop. Ah! With each passing level, make things that much more complex. Dang it. Boy, I can't even get around that one. I don't really need to see how much area I have. There we go. 63 lives. And down the rabbit hole here. Ooh. Oh, come on, so close. And the problem is you don't know how to get from point A to point B. That's the challenge. Yeah, I'll tweak more of that tomorrow, I feel. The Subterranean, I can tweak it. This thing I'm pretty much giving up on. I don't think this shader is going to go. Going all the way back up, like here. I can try going to, let's try ChatGPT. Let's try Claude. Because Gemini's choking indefinitely. I'm not going to worry about sound on this, but let's add more crystals with every passing level. We don't need to see area cleared. every in the menu. What's another thing that? Oh, let's try that. Okay, so it is a single page web app. This is the first one. What? Level 1 live? Oh, that's the default. It seems to be blank. The area seems to be blank. This is still going. This, I'd say this got me further, but run code. Error 47. Watch it say, no, you need to pay for more. Nope. This is where Claude said, sorry, you've used your allotment. Trust me, I get that far and then. Well, you can kind of collaborate. You can join. You can collaborate on the documents with the right links, but let's see. I made this update. I don't need the. What? Why? No, click. I don't need the. Okay. Canvas. I don't need the area cleared art at all. And is this working yet? This is not even working. No, black screen. Black screen. Black screen minus the menu. Yep, there we go. It's done. I ran out. Context window's closed, so Claude's done. And how's this? This is, try this. But I can't run it. Dang it. Yes. Yes. Update the sliders themselves. I can't type tonight, apparently. Yes. Perfect. We'll do both. Yeah, I think Jimmy Fallon is doing something. We'll see. It may be entertaining. I don't know. Do I Undertale or Deltarune? I've never heard of either one. Are they musicians? Sure. I've hit the free plan limits. And that's why I give up. That's why I'm like, you know what? I'll go back to Gemini. It fails me, but less spectacularly. And that's where I give up on the other ones. Oh, they're games inspired by Earthbound? Oh my god. it's a game and your fonts look similar. Yeah, no doubt. So good in the soundtrack. Oh, interesting. I don't know if I've ever even played Earthbound. But I got that working. So I'm good with Subterranean Cartographer. It's good enough. These shaders, I think, are screwed. This is... much better. Ah, crap. I can't go over... No, hang on. CPU can't cross over the line. Hang on. Ah! I look like sperm. CPU can't cross. Same rules as P1. These need to look like pixel slimes, green, neon green shades, etc. Right now they look like digital sperm. That's right. I said sperm. They look like sperm. Earthbound was the single most amazing game on the SNES. Oh, I never played the SNES. That was the problem. My bad. Pixel art slimes. There we go. CPU centerline rule. Nope. I'm going to burn through all my credits tonight with these damn shaders. But at least I got a couple. Here, I'll close Pipe Dream and Cyber Traffic. We'll get there. I just got to update the graphics. I got the gameplay working well enough. Get a little more unboxing juice. Wait, do you know who I am? Sorry, I was talking to AI. Do you know who I am? Don't you know the Dewey Decimal System? Press any key to start. There we go. Still looks like sperm, but... Ah, dang it. Oh! Ah! Either user doesn't need to reset behind their line if they've already crossed it in a interception habit. Moreover, these still look like sperm. Oh no! What? Did I hit my limit? I'm nerfed. It never got these shaders. Never. I'm giving up on the shaders. I'm not going to give up on the slime ball, though. I'll come back to that. I feel there's something there. And Locarno, vibe coding. There we go. Okay, I'm good. That's it. I'm good, Pixel. I've hit my limit.
Nice.
That's the internet's way of saying get the F offline. Damn it. The shade. I blame the shaders, dude. Google just could not wrap its head around them, which is just crazy. So, all right, buddy. I'll see you on the flip. I should be available again. My plan is currently still doing Tuesday, Thursdays, although I may just move to one a week.
Okay.
For the vibe coding thing. Because I still want to do it, right? And obviously teasing these potentially monthly events. The Thursday nights may end up being like just talking maker stuff, but that way I've got these nights reserved for the stuff that I'm working on.
Right.
Still getting there. But... All right, man. Thank you for hanging.
Yeah, of course.
Google's kicking me offline, bastards. And now I've got some. I've done at least two. I've accomplished at least two things. Did at least two things that I could upload. These fun little games that people can play. Thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you, Jay, and thank you, Blair. Yeah, no doubt. Maybe their trails should be wider. No doubt about that. I'll keep iterating the slime ball. That'll be fun. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Again, I apologize for the last 2 weeks. Just the way life is. As I mentioned, we'll have a vibe coding event spinning like not just these live events online, but an actual people in real life in Seattle. More details on that soon. And then a big maker event happening here in the greater Seattle area in February. So 2 big events, or 1 event series and 1 big event I've set the stage for. So I'm very grateful for everybody's support, listening, watching, tuned in, supporting in whatever way you see fit. I thank Pixel for jumping in. Thanks again, Pixel, for your patience, because I'd ping him like, I can't do it tonight. I got this. I can't do it tonight. I got that.
Life's busy.
I mean, let me tell you, they got real busy this past couple of weeks. Got real crazy busy, but good busy. I'd just soon have something than not much going on. But I'd rather have something predictable. Like, okay, I can't do it. I'm blocking out this time, if only for predictability. But still having fun making this stuff. When I've got the ideas, just haven't had much time to sit down and do it. So thanks again. What's the status of the Jay was asking about the Locker Room reboot. That's what I've got up on my screen right now. It needs help still. Ikafar, they're on Twitch, aka Matheson, has a pull request in. I don't know why it hasn't been merged or reviewed. I haven't looked at the code for the past week, but I can tell you that there are some inconsistencies and problems that would keep it from shipping. But yeah. Oh, Shane, yes. You'd be one of the first to know. We're doing a big Maker Deck event in February 2026. I don't have any specific details except that February 21st, 2026 will be one day at a local community center. But it is happening. I've got at least a verbal confirm. I haven't worked through it with them. Okay, are we good to go with this date? I'll bunk down the cash and hopefully recoup it. And that'll be a big maker event. And then I hope these monthly IRL vibe coding events will be a nice thing for me to engage with on a more regular basis. So anyway, on that front, yeah, I may be silent, but that doesn't mean I'm not doing anything. I'm usually up to something.